You tell your friends that you only fap because you're bored. You're on a 3-day streak and you're totally fine, right? However, you all of a sudden you get an urge, you just go on social media, you go on this OnlyFans girl's profile, and you relapsed again. You know, this story of this little boy that I always say in my videos, of the little boy that faps 3 or 4 times a day, and that's all he does, and he tries to go on his little NoFap streak, and he relapses after 3 or 4 or 5 days. That was myself. And you can probably relate to this. You as well as many young men in this world today. And this is pretty sad. However, I'm here to tell you, and I will get straight to the point, that by fapping, you are castrating yourself. You are literally chopping off your own balls. And I say this to you as frankly and as straight up as possible because this is what happens whenever you fap. By fapping, you fool your mind, you fool your brain into thinking that you're getting all of these women, that you're reproducing many and many times per day. And you know what happens whenever you do that? Male's highest point in nature, like the peak of male life, is reproducing. Attracting a mate and reproducing. So whenever you fap, you basically fool your mind into thinking that you've already reproduced this many times, so your mind tells itself, well, we reproduce, so let's rest now. However, whenever this is the first thing you do, first thing in the morning, as soon as you wake up, before you even get out of bed, realize that you're giving up all your energy and you're fooling your mind into thinking that you need to rest whenever you've literally haven't done anything in the day. You haven't even done your bed, you haven't brushed your teeth, you haven't done anything. So you absolutely kill your productivity. You're a castrated horse. You're a castrated bull. Like a bull that chops off his balls, he's completely useless. Or a bull that gets his balls chopped off, he's completely useless. Because you must see this sex drive as energy that you must channel and use to your advantage to achieve your goals and to achieve great things. Whether it's working out, building a business, reading a book, or anything, use this mental energy as well as this physical energy to become stronger, to become smarter. Save this sex drive. Because don't you think a person that deprives himself and is always hungry for something because he doesn't get it a lot, because let's say you basically save your your cum, you save it for so long that you'll be hungry and you'll have like a much more like aggression to get something. If you put a fat guy then in a room as well as this hungry man that hasn't eaten in 10 days, and you put a juicy steak right in between them in that jail cell, you put them in a room, who do you think is gonna fight harder for that? The man that's deprived himself of food for so long, or the man that always gets it and is always just overindulging in pleasure and food like it's nothing? Of course the man that hasn't gotten it for a long time. Of course the man that deprives himself of this. You need to use this energy to become stronger, physically as well as mentally. Don't give this up like a little monkey that just faps every single day and castrates himself and fools his mind into thinking that he's this big alpha man whenever he's the most beta male that you could ever imagine. Because the reason you fap is because male nature is to crave love and intimacy. As a man, you crave love and intimacy. However, when you're too much of a pussy to get this in real life, to actually meet a woman and actually get this from her, get this love and intimacy from her, you look for this in the virtual world, on porn, on Instagram, in which it is easier to achieve. Don't be this guy that takes the easy way out. Have the balls to be uncomfortable and meet real women and get this real love and intimacy through hard work. Choose wisely. Do you not feel any disgust for yourself? Because if you do, if you feel a repulsive feeling, because I'm speaking to you, a young man that relates with this message, and is being like, right now he's probably disgusted at himself, and he has a repulsive feeling of the fucking just disgust in himself for castrating himself and just overindulging in instant gratification for no fucking reason. I'm speaking to you. Do not think that I'm not on your side. I'm literally on your side. If you're getting mad over this right now, you're getting mad at yourself, at your own decisions, because you know that this is true. And don't make a false reality like most people will be like, oh no, it's totally fine to fap, and it's totally fine if you do it once or twice a day because it's healthy for you and it reduces your chances of getting prostate cancer. Don't be like those people that like to cope around. Face reality. If you're one of these people, then face that reality. Be like, yes, I've been a Jeffrey, I've been a beta male, I've been focusing on instant gratification, so I'm going to change this. Use your time on something more productive, on working out, on meditating, on journaling, to the point that you can't even think of fapping anymore. Because the reason you fap is because you have so much time in your hands, which is used unproductively. Think about this and do it for your future self.